The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, DA. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Norman Powell.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. Powell and Covington up at the forward. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for the Clippers, the post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Bledsoe is out there with Jackson, and it's George in at the small forward position. For teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge.
Sure can, and just getting on the same page takes some time, and then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will help you do that.
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. Lillard with it. The tray. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. On the wing, Batum. Rebounded by Covington. Lillard outside. Now Covington. Lillard attacking, and it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Off the inbound.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Now the Clippers with it. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Here's George. A 20-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. No good that time. Great D that time from Batum.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
George against Lillard. Outside for Batum. Portland grabs the miss. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Now here's McCollum after the miss from Reggie Jackson. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's one of the things Nurkic does so well. Absorb contact and still be in control.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Well, still developing this aspect of the game, but boy, that jumper looks pure by Bledsoe.
McCollum finds Lillard. Here's the three. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket. What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A physical big, Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
The first free throw is good.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Bledsoe, and the shot is long. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Powell with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. Powell dishes to Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Jackson, outside for Bledsoe. From deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. McCollum against Jackson. Back to Lillard. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
McCollum against Bledsoe. And he uses the glass on the lane. Bledsoe's got his 2nd basket.
Eric Bledsoe has the frame and the game to convert on the interior. Nicely done.
Here's the lob to Lillard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Bledsoe passes to Jackson. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
The Clippers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he knocks down the first one.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
And so Jackson nails both of them. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 4. Lillard attacking. And the rejection by Zubac.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
First free throw is good.
What we know about Paul George is he has proven to be an elite force on both ends. He can be a lockdown defender, and boy, can he get cooking offensively.
And he makes both free throws.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
McCollum outside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
George passes to Zubac. Shoots over Powell. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Back to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here is George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Norman Powell. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And he can't get the first one. Larry Nance is checked in for Portland. He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum outside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
You think a bump is going to stop Nurkic? We're talking about a guy who has come back from major injuries. A resolute attitude.
Now here's Bledsoe. Over McCollum. No good from Bledsoe.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Kept alive. Here's Nurkic. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now, here's Lillard. He had 25 points in the win against the Lakers. Down low. The shot's good from Nance.
Larry Nance, unafraid of a level of physicality. You love the confidence this guy is playing with.
Kennard kicks to George. Nurkic with the block. Now here's Nance. Pass to Nurkic. for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Here's Bledsoe. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
That's one of the things about Bledsoe. That lightning-quick first step makes him almost impossible to stay in front of.
Now, here's Nurkic. He had 15 points last outing. That's tipped. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So, for the Clippers, Hartenstein's checked in for Zubac. And it's Ibaka in for Nicholas Batum. And then for the Trailblazers, Cody Zeller's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And here's Kennard. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Charlotte.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
Here's Simons. Kicks to McCollum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
And the first one drops.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And so McCollum nails both of them. Here's Johnson. He blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Simons surveying the D. The pass to Nurkic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Clippers ball.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards. That's how you do it. The D looked helpless on that possession.
Here's Simons. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers. Nurkic, the pass to Simons. Second shot opportunity. It doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Johnson. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Off the inbound pass. Trailblazers trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
McCollum outside. He nails it, and we're tied up. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
And that range makes McCollum hard to defend because if you're too close, you know about his ability to go by you and get to his spots.
Now here's Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Ibaka right side. Rebounded by McCollum.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backfield.
Simons, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so he hits both. And Los Angeles guys shooting 42% to begin this game. Johnson finds George. Kennard with the ball from 10 feet out, and it's off the back rim, no good. 1:22 left in the first quarter. McCollum against George. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Johnson with the bounce pass. Here's Hartenstein, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for L.A., Isaiah Hartenstein. At the line for 1.
Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. George against McCollum.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
The team is in the penalty.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
C.J. McCollum, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
No good on the second free throw.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Johnson outside. Here's Ibaka. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Ibaka's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting to start out this game about 43%. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And McCollum with the slam.
And slamming that one home. McCollum, 6'3", smaller for an off guard. But you see there, CJ can absolutely fly.
Here's George. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Now McCollum. Over Ibaka. And again, it's Portland converting.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Portland Trailblazers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. What a great connection between the Blazers and these Portland fans, Greg. Damian Lillard made clear how much they mean to him.
I think what we're doing with our team, how we're approaching each game and how we're, playing with that desire that you need to play with. We getting that reciprocity from our fans. They bring that energy every night. Us doing what we're doing and giving them a little bit more, they just keep taking it to a different level. So the energy and the excitement is just on a different level.
It is, I agree, and the Blazers have certainly given them plenty to cheer for.
And teams more than ever appreciating the impact of a loud home crowd. It just gives you a lift.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really shows on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Hartenstein is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Kennard in at the 3. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. And he makes the first. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. Anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Now here's Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes it to Hartenstein. And it's in there.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Simons. Now here's McCollum. Over Ibaka. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 14.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here's Jackson, and it's blocked. McCollum against Ibaka. McCollum kicks to Powell. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Norman Powell with the rise and fire from three-point territory. Pretty delivery.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Back to Johnson. Puts up a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight. Jackson up top. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, let's remember, at his size, this is a very mobile 4. He can stretch the defense, and in this instance, just does some work in the pick and roll.
A nice shot by Simons.
Timeout. Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Your Clippers pick.
checked in for Los Angeles. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington comes in for Nance, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Kennard. Rebounded by Covington.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts. Luke Kennard entered the league with a long history of success, both in the high school and collegiate levels. And this is a guy who I think still has a high ceiling.
And the shot goes in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Clippers trail by 10. Pass to Johnson. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Another shot. Shot's good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Now here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over Jackson. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And for Kennard, he was a standout player at a very early age.
Well, you can look no further at the state of Ohio and the scoring records he put up. Kennard outscored LeBron James's high school numbers. He has that kind of game where he can just take over with his shooting.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Now the dish to Johnson. Pass to Kennard. Clock at 6. Shoots over Powell. Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard, right side, over Johnson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Lillard's got his first points of the night. Johnson, the pass to Zubac. He kicks to Jackson. Kennard on the wing. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
An excellent free throw shooter. Luke Kennard is not the guy you want to send to the line.
The Clippers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
First one falls for him.
Obviously, Luke Kennard, a guy known for his shooting ability. The southpaw, capable of stretching the floor and doing major damage from downtown.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Serge Ibaka. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Johnson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard, the pass to Zeller. He dishes it to McCollum. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Zubac finds Jackson. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now here's Jackson, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Missed inside.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Shot by Zeller, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Jackson kicks to Bledsoe. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Zeller. Here's Covington. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Covington's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Portland?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
One more thing they've done well is challenge shooters and change shots. A lot of blocks early.
Here's Zubac. That one falls.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
McCollum outside. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bledsoe outside. A floater. Here's Zubac. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Zubac has got 4 points this quarter. And there's the pass to Pop. And here is Zeller. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. No good from Bledsoe.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Lillard outside. To the inside. Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Drives to the hoop. That shot misses. Nice D from Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 10. Inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That's his third.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Reggie Jackson. Free throw good from Lillard. And the list of players with multiple series-clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs, Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
Now, here's Kennard. Here's Hartenstein. Rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard outside. Nurkic trying to get open. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Can they get it? And there's the nice layup by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 8 points.
He has that powerful, chiseled frame. That allows Bledsoe to finish so well through contact.
Now the feed to Nurkic. Covington trying to break free. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
2 minutes.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 8. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it. The fast break chance. The shot by Powell, no good. Clippers trail by 16. To the middle. Here's Batum. Draws contact on the shot. And now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
And a guy like Nick Batum, all but written off, he went through a rebirth after joining the successful Clippers.
Right, you think about Nick Batum, he had to deal with so many injuries. You forget how complete a player he is when healthy. He showed just how important he can be for an elite team.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Powell for three. He's off on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Feeds it to Batum. Powell pulls it in. Portland leading by 13. Can't connect from short range.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Batum finds George. And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. Basket good.
The passing skills of Paul George are simply impressive. This guy is terrific at realizing when he needs to give it up.
Passes to Lillard. Takes a three. The Clippers grab the miss.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Pass to Hartenstein. Over Nance. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And here's Bledsoe. He's got 8. Pass to Hartenstein. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Outside for Bledsoe. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Clippers. Serge Ibaka. Keon Johnson.
8 seconds left here in the second. Lillard surveying the D. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Well, Lillard always commits to his shot, so he sticks with it despite the foul and gets it off.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland, just the latest star from the town.
He's perfect from the line this time. That'll do it for the first half. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 13. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Cody, you are having an impact for your team in the first half. What has been your approach?
I always want to come out with energy, try to give us a spark off the bench. So trying to be aggressive on both ends, especially on the defensive end, trying to force turnovers, trying to speed them up. It's a talented team.
It's been working so far, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
C.J. McCollum was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. Shaq, how'd you think the Trailblazers were playing?
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in good spots, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, they had a tough half defensively, and they weren't rotating. Guys was open. They weren't rotating to the shooters. In fact, they weren't even moving their feet. And the offense took advantage of that. So they got to go back to the fundamentals if they want to get back in this game.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Powell and Covington up at the forward. At the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. And it's Nurkic in its center. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And George drops them both. McCollum with the ball. Lillard outside. From 13, it's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bledsoe outside. To the paint. And the dunk by Zubac.
Such great instincts on the pick and roll. Bledsoe showing that he can make the players around him better.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Stolen by Bledsoe. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Powell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Jackson from long range. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Lillard. Good on the bucket. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Bledsoe kicks to Jackson. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. 6 to shoot. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
That's his first personal foul.
He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
At the line for your Clippers. At the charity stripe, Paul George. At the line for 2.
2 shots.
That free throw good from George. And George drops them both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Bledsoe against Lillard. Over Bledsoe. And it's Lillard missing.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And McCollum with the slam.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
C.J. McCollum. One shot.
Throw good, McCollum. Clippers trail by 8. Bledsoe passes to Zubac. They get a hand on it. Powell with it, guarded now by Jackson. Lillard from outside connects from three-point range. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
And now Portland on the break. George against Powell. Now here is George. Defense is right there. Covington with the steal. Jackson against Lillard. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Jackson. He feeds it to Batum. Outside for George. There's the pass to Bledsoe. From outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, shooting with confidence right now. Eric Bledsoe off the catch and shoot doing work.
Now here's Lillard. 15 points in the game. Here's Nurkic. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Powell finds McCollum into the lane. Yep, that one goes in there. McCollum's got 21.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Now here is George. He's got 13. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut back down now to 10 as they pick up the bucket from Zubac.
When I think of Ivica Zubac, I think about solid big man who is still young and developing. It's really a matter of him gaining confidence at this point.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Down low. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Goal for Zubac is to be a starter in the league.
You know, this guy has started games in the past. He's also played well off the bench. And listen, he's not going to be a guy who shoots with range, but given everything else you need from a center, he can deliver.
Here's Lillard. Paul George making his last shot. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Over Batum. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Bledsoe outside. Back to George. Passes it to Batum. George against Powell. Zubac trying to break loose. And the shot goes down. George has got 17 now.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And the basket is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the Clippers call time here. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers spirit.
So, for the Clippers, Hartenstein's checked in for Zubac. Ibaka comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Johnson in for Reggie Jackson. Portland also making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Nance comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Nance with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Stolen by George. To the inside, Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Zeller against George. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Simons. He's got 8. He takes it in. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Pass to Ibaka. Bledsoe looking around. Back to Ibaka. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. That's now 8 points for Serge Ibaka.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Powell, no one around him. No good from outside.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
With the fadeaway. No good from Bledsoe. Portland leading by 8. Lillard outside. Dishes to Powell. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Johnson kicks to George. His three-pointers off the mark. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the Nance slams it in.
Boy, Larry Nance Jr.'s athleticism is insane. The former dunk contest winner looking special.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 11.
2 minutes.
Larry Nance comes up with the rebound.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Zeller trying to free himself up, and the basket by Lillard. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
George double-teamed. On the wing, Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Man, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the basket by Los Angeles. Knocked away. One-on-one here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Isaiah Hartenstein, 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Kennard, he's checked in for George. So he can't get either to fall. Trailblazers leading by 10. Inside, Nance. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 8th assist in the game. Bledsoe against Lillard. No good from Bledsoe. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Nance trying to break loose. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Looking to get back on track here, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second.
It goes on Cody Zeller.
Yeah, Bledsoe with the kind of strength and wingspan that can cause trouble inside. Draws the foul there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
One thing we never questioned was the talent of Eric Bledsoe. What you love about what he has done now, he's shooting the ball better. He's become a more efficient player.
Bledsoe hits them both. Now Lillard, he's got 21. Over Ibaka, and Portland again with the bucket.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Trailblazers lead by 14. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we got to get more physical down the other end, man. We got to get some stops. If we don't get stops, it's going to be a long night for us.
Well, SGA focusing on the physicality of the game. He clearly wants more aggressiveness.
And understandable. Setting the tone on defense critical if you want to get this win.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Baca is out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Johnson in at the shooting guard. Powell, the pass to Zeller. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Ibaka, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Portland.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Now, they've also jumped at every chance to attack the basket tonight. Just terrific penetration.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Clippers trail by 15. Up top, Bledsoe, covered by Lillard. They grab their own miss. Here's Hartenstein, and it goes down 2 points.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Three-pointer, Lillard. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 26 points.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Johnson finds Bledsoe. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. And he gets it to go.
Boy, what creativity with the ball in his hands. Bledsoe will wear you out in the pick and roll.
Lillard against Bledsoe. Lillard, the pass to Simons. Here's Powell. Got a hand on it. Kennard against Powell. There's the dish to Johnson. Pass to Batum. Johnson surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Can't cash in from close range. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Clippers trail by 14. Bledsoe outside. Here's Hartenstein, covered by Nance. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anfernee Simons. Right side, Jackson. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Lillard outside. Nance trying to break loose. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 18 points just in the second half.
And there's such an edge to Lillard's game. Dame doesn't care where he is on the court. He's going to get buckets.
Hartenstein passes to Jackson. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And the pass to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. This one for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
Lillard against Jackson. Here's Hartenstein. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland leading by 15. Nance passes to Lillard. Back to Nance. Pass to Nurkic. Out to Nance for the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Kennard for 3. No good. Shot missing. And it's Portland the other way. Now here's McCollum. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. McCollum's got 24 points.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And for top high schoolers, Doris, who want to make a salary instead of going to college, there are now quite a few options.
There are, Kevin, and I love it because to me, this is a free market system. So whether you're going overseas, you have the Ignite franchise in the G League. And listen, there may be more options to come, and I think that's a great thing.
And he makes the first. You know, Doris, we see a lot of retired NBA players getting into ownership. Now there is some talk of current players getting some equity in teams. You see that happening?
You know, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, Kevin. What I love is retired players getting involved, whether it's Grant Hill, now Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal. They want to be in positions of ownership, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. But I do think I'd rather see current players just lock in on their careers than get involved in investing in current teams.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 11 rebounds in the game. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by George. George has got his 8th assist in the game. Johnson against Lillard. Poked away.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Here's McCollum. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Johnson outside. He dishes it to George. High post, Zubats. Shot clock at 6. Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his first.
That's going to send Damian Lillard to the free throw line.
At the line for
that's on Keon Johnson.
Damian Lillard, shooting 1.
And that one misses. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jackson from long range drills the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Shooting for Portland, Yusuf Nurkic at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Powell, he's checked in for Nance. And both free throws good for Nurkic. Clippers trail by 18. And here's Jackson. Outside, George. Inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
McCollum outside. Lillard against Johnson. Nurkic.
And more points for Nurkic. He can do this from time to time when he gets in a rhythm.
Jackson with it. With the drive.
Foul Portland. Damian Lillard. That's his 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for LA, Reggie Jackson at the stripe. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Jackson hits both of them. Here's McCollum. Lillard outside. Shoots over Zubac. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
And the Clippers call time here. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Zubac finds Jackson. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in. Jackson's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
That was a tough shot. I mean, Jackson has practiced that, but he makes it look effortless right there.
Got a piece of it. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. And the dunk by Batum.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Zubats against Nurkic, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him. Eric Bledsoe is checked in for Johnson, and Portland with a change here too. Nancy's checked in for Robert Covington.
Foul Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. That's his third personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for LA, Ivica Zubac, taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he can't hit the second. Trailblazers leading by 16. Cullen passes to Nurkic. To the right side. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And it's now 22 points for Nurkic.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Pass to Batum. Knocks it loose and stolen by Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Here's Powell for 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Passes it to Zubac. Back to Bledsoe. Outside, George shoots over Powell and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Doris, there's much argument over how the MVP award should be decided. Whether it's stats, time on the floor, the intangibles, with the winner, with the loser. What criteria do you use when you vote on that award?
Well, there's so much that goes into this because, number one, how skilled are you? You have to be one of the most skilled players in the league, in my estimation. Number two, how much do you influence winning? But the fact of the matter is most MVPs finish in the top 2 or 3 in their respective conferences. So that's another criteria. I'm just going to say this to you. I will actually poll NBA players as I come across them in the season talking about these awards, these first, second, third team All-NBA, because they're the guys lining up opposite and know what goes into what these guys do.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Brown is checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Norman Powell. Tony Snell's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Good on the second free throw.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Portland leading by 23. Here's Simons. From the arc. Sinks the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Coffee passes to Winslow. Shot clock at 5. From 13, and he gets the bucket. Jackson's got 20.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they split their previous 2 games with.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Damian Lillard.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Coffee passes to Winslow. And it's Portland with the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Nance. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Winslow. And there it is for him.
You have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Simons. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Dane, how much do you challenge yourself to provide that scoring to get this team over the hump?
I mean, coming into the game, I know I'm going to get a lot of attention. Team's trying to stop me, so I let it come to me. And, you know, nobody has ever won a game in the first half. It gets done in the second half, so that's when I come on and try to get it done.
That is when the stars shine the brightest, and you were shining out there tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.